Exercises to improve balance. So I'll go through a series of different balancing exercises that you could try to just see how it goes for your balance. Let's begin. Start by bringing your feet close together, soft knees, and just get a sense of how you feel with this narrow stance with your balance. When you practice balance, make sure you have something close by if you need for support. Just that little bit of added measure for safety. Think tall. Breathe naturally. If it feels comfortable for you, you could challenge this balance by closing your eyes. And just notice, do you feel reasonably steady, or do you have a sense of your swaying a little bit? If it doesn't feel comfortable, remember, just open your eyes. This is one of the simplest forms of balance, just learning to get a sense of our inner balance mechanism rather than relying on our eyes. Very good. The second balance exercise is called the tightrope exercise, in which we make our feet very narrow side to side. So for this one, step one foot in front of the other, with the knees a little bit bent. Have that support close by if you need, and just get a sense of how it feels to balance as though you're on a narrow perch. Again, you can challenge this by eyes closed. If it's too much, remember, just focus forward with eyes open softly. Remember, when you're doing your balance, to breathe naturally. You can also do it with the other foot forward. Sometimes they can be different between one forward and the other forward. Maybe the body will wobble a little bit. That's okay. It's actually helping to get a sense of how to improve your balance with those little wobbles. Good. So this is tightrope balance. Another type of balance is where we bring one foot off the ground, so you're only standing on one foot, one support. The simplest way to do that is to bring one foot forward and see if you can take it off the ground. It could be a little bit off the ground or higher up. Sometimes higher up makes it a bit more challenging for some people. Again, it's just getting that sense of keeping reasonably stable. We call these static balance exercises, where you're not really moving a lot. Remember, if you're doing one, try the other side as well. So feel steady, nice and upright. Foot forward and lifting a little bit up or up higher. A few tricks to watch out for here is that you don't collapse the pelvis and lean into it too much, or lean over to the side too much. We try to keep pretty well upright through those pelvises as well. Nice and easy breathing. Good. A variation which challenges the side-to-side balance a bit more is what we call the tree balance. So in this one, you stand on one leg but with the knee turned outward. So put all the weight onto one side, lift the foot and turn it out to the side, and see if you can lift it off the ground. You could bring it above your ankle or even above the knee, where it works for your flexibility, and try holding your balance. Remember the knee, the load on the stance leg, keep the knee just a tiny little bit bent. Helps you to move about like a spring, not jamming the joint. Remember to try both sides, so we shift the weight, turn the leg out, bring it in position above ankle or above knee. Pelvis is level, upright, soft knee. If you really tighten the hip, the leg may be not turned out as much as I'm showing you here. Keep your arms low, or you could bring them up higher. Increases the centre of gravity up a bit, so it makes it a little bit more challenging on the balance. So this is the tree balance. Another balance is where we let the weight go back behind us. So if we face towards your support. Take one foot back. Think of a straight line and lean the body forward until the leg comes off the ground. It could just be at this inclined position. Or if you've got more flexibility, you can bring the body more parallel to the floor. Try to be mindful of the pelvis as they're not twisting too much. Keep them facing forward towards the floor. Again, use the arms where you need. Keep breathing. And the other side. So as the weight body comes forward, the leg goes back. Keeping that straight line. Soft knee, breathing. More flexible, can come forward a little bit. Just working the balance reactions around the hip, a little bit different to when you bring the foot forward. Good. So balances are helping that balance reactions, and they're also helping to build a bit of localized strength as well. So these are some of our key static balancing exercises.